This week on the Roxam Saga, MtgJedi tries to use him in Hydra and see if he's actually a viable option. What's up, guys? MtgJedi, how you doing today? We are going to be exploring Roxam, and regardless of whether you're singing a song in your head right now or not, I hope this is going to be an enjoyable experience. I know a lot of you have been asking questions and wanting Roxam to be in this video and showcasing him. So we have him available here. I put in time and resources for you on this one, and hopefully you appreciate that. And we are going to see how good he actually is. So on his A1, in case you're not familiar with his kit, he's going to boost his turn meter. And so we're going to make sure he has 100% crit rate. The multipliers on this are not terrible, but they're not good either. They're just okay. On his A2, he has this single target nuke that theoretically has tons of multipliers on it. And really in Hydra, like, this is not important. I don't know where else we're supposed to use him. Maybe Curse City, but I have not used him in Curse City anywhere. Or thought, you know, okay, well, let me try him out there. So maybe there's some rooms, floors, whatever the case might be, that he would be helpful on, but I haven't seen them yet. And then here's the real, bread and butter, the important part of his kit. When he's under a Veil or Perfect Veil, which we're going to make happen today, and he does do that in his kit as well, he's going to do AoE decrease defense and weaken. When he is under AoE decrease defense and weaken, his multipliers are going to increase, and he is going to have a higher damage output. At least that's the theory. That's what we're going to test here today. His passive is going to help him be a little bit survivable with block debuffs and strengthen, but I worry that this is going to make him the target due to extra buffs. It's possible that we might want to just include these buffs in the team so that he's not the target of Head of Mischief. But maybe we'll just see what happens if that is actually going to be the case. And then we have crit rate in Doom Tower battles. I'm not sure what this has to do with anything, so we're going to ignore it. Maybe we can get this changed to something else. I've always thought if he just put the Perfect Veil on the whole team, he would turn into an amazing champion. Some people have criticized and said that he doesn't need that. He's already amazing. I need to be convinced, but I want to give him a fair shot. I did do a video on him about a year ago, and I put him in, like, more free-to-play friendly gear, tested him in, like, faction wars and whatnot, and found him to be mediocre and kind of unimportant. Most of the epics for faction wars were better than him, so I just didn't really count him as much value. However, now that we have a +4, we're going to test him out in Hydra. So, this is the team that I've discussed many times on the channel as like a standard, Hydra team that you can copy this formatting and use it on your account and fill in the champions that you have, okay? Everybody who's really working on Hydra at this type of a level right now should have Sun Wukong. You can put any reviver in here. Kaja, White Queen, Elva are all some common ones. I'm going to put Duchess just because I think she pairs really well with Roxam. And with all the events lately, a lot more people do have her. I understand if you don't have her yet, but I think it's the perfect combo, obviously. You could try Rector Drath in that spot as well and then use a different aura, especially if you have Nikmo, he can go in that spot. I like having somebody in here for increased speed and decreased speed. Nikmo works particularly well on these reviver teams like this because he is going to provide that, the increased speed and the decreased speed all in one kit. He also has that turn meter boost. If you don't have that, there are plenty of other champions that offer that, but if you can get it in the team, that's great. Then Harima, we're starting to recognize her as a Hydra champ. Some people know she's a beast in Hydra. Other people need to start using her. She has an increased defense building ability that's going to help her do lots more damage in Hydra because it's such a long fight. And obviously that provoke is very helpful as well. And then I've spoken a lot recently about Varl the Destroyer. I know tons of other content creators. You know, Scratch is a huge proponent of his. Nub loves him as well. You know, I think most of us think that he's great. And he's worth doing Doom Tower for. Even if you don't really want to, he's worth it. You know, he's probably one of the best damage dealers for Hydra, period. And you can use him. So, there's that. All right, so Nikmo not Nikmo. What's your face? Roxam in this team is our decreased defense and weaken champion. Varl is going to help out with the weaken as well, but we're hoping to get damage out of Roxam in this team. I think this is a good test because we have 2 known damage dealers here, and Monkey King can do a decent amount of damage too. So we'll see where Roxam fits in here and see if he's capable at +4 with some incredible gear on. Oh, wait, let me show you the gear, okay? So I took Siegfried's gear and I put it on Roxam. Now, you're going to see that he has over the amount of crit rate, and that is fine. It's just, that's what it is. That's the best build that I have, and I don't know how to get less crit rate. But anyway, he has a reasonable amount of speed. He has a pile of attack and a pile of crit damage. And then if we go to Hydra battles, you're going to see even more of all of those things. He has more than enough accuracy for hard Hydra. That's where we're going to run him. I think this team structure is one of the most approachable ones for hard Hydra. And we did book him. He does have masteries. Let me turn myself off and you can see the Helm Smasher here. It's kind of like Nuker Masteries so that we can ignore defense and try to do as much damage as possible. Tried to pull for the soul. We didn't get it. But if I was going to put a soul on him, it would definitely be Nature's Wrath. This is the best ability for people who are placing debuffs. If you are not placing debuffs, then you would want Heaven Cast. Okay? Now, in this team, we also have Nikmo, who is doing the cruelty, and that's very important. And then Harima has Heaven Cast. I need to think whether I want to put the Nature's Wrath on her or not, because she's going to be placing decrease attack. She's going to be placing the provoke, but only 1. So for now, I'm going to leave it at Heaven Cast, but if you think I should change it to Nature's Wrath, let me know about that in the comments below or send me a message or something. I think that I think Nature's Wrath would be better on her. I do, okay? And same thing with Varl. I think I should probably change that over to Nature's Wrath as well. But I'm going to leave it like this for now because some other videos have these same blessings in them. So if you've been watching those videos, I want it to be easily comparable. So let's jump into the run here. And then as the run plays out, I'll let it go and then we'll see you on the damage screen. But for now, let's see what kind of damage he can do, okay? We have the Veils and Perfect Veils, okay? Here is our decreased defense and weaken ability. And this should do more damage while they're under Veil and Perfect Veil. Okay, 50k. I don't really think that that's great. You can see Sun Wukong doing about the same as that. And then Varl is going to be doing, upwards of 100k. Harima going to be doing closer to 100k. So, and then in addition to that, the longer this fight goes on, the more damage Harima and Varl are going to do because their passives build up. Whereas my dude Roxam is not. So I like that he gives himself the Perfect Veil. That is cool. And I think that he can do a decent amount of damage But is he actually going to be good enough? I don't know. 82k there, that should have been the A1. That's not bad. But he doesn't have anything that is going to build up. Let me see if we can pop our first heads here and then see what kind of damage he can do on an exposed neck. Where we can compare the rest of these champions and how much damage they're doing there as well. Okay, we got my head of mischief popped over here. So now we can do the decreased defense and weaken. 75 chance of placing. So one of the unfortunate things, and one of the things that I think would really help, is if the decreased defense and weaken went up before the attack. So we did 150, 180, but he's not getting the damage that he should because the decreased defense and weaken is not on first there. So here's Varl's AoE. 250 to 350. Okay. Here's Sun Wukong, 618. Let's get the perfect veils and whatnot on here. We'll increase speed, decrease speed, keep the necks available. And here's what I really want to see. This single target should be in sequence with the decreased defense and weaken. Oh, 1.1 million! Okay, let's see Harima, though, over here. AoE, 356k. And then Varl, 1.4. Monkey A1, 554. Duchess does nothing. It's one of the reasons why she's not a better reviver. She just is there for survivability. A1, 679. All right. Does that mean what I think it means? Okay, let's see Harima here. Harima doing like 1 million between all of those triple hitters. Varl here, don't weak hit. He weak hit and still did 175. I don't know. Does that mean that he's awesome? I don't know. I wonder if he'll be able to keep pace. I wonder. Okay, A1, 163k. Okay, but here's the thing. Okay, Harima and Varl, they're gonna build up from there. They're gonna build up. Okay. I'm gonna let this go and play out. I'll see you back on the damage screen, and then you help me decide how to feel after all of this. So we'll see what happens. You did see Mischief here stealing some stuff, which is unfortunate, but we do have Monkey King to strip in there. So I think he might be kind of needed. Michinaki would do a good job as well, but I don't think you would use him in the same team as Michinaki just because they kind of fill the same role. So that's a little bit unfortunate. Hopefully we'll get good damage result out of this, but let's fast forward ahead to the damage screen and see what we can get. Okay, so we have the damage screen here, and this is not what I was expecting. I mean, I don't know what I was expecting, but this is very interesting. We have Varl up in here with 41 million, Roxam doing 24, and Harima doing 45, Sun Wukong doing 23, and then, you know, Nigmo and Duchess participating. I mean, Nigmo did 12 million, so it's not nothing, but I think for me to be happy, Roxam would have been needed to been closer to Harima and Varl's damage. You know, over the course of the fight, we only made it to turn maybe 150, 30 minutes into the fight. It's not like we went all the way to the turn limit or anything. I would have liked to see more damage out of this, especially with the gear that he has on. So, you know, let me remind you, we took Siegfried's gear off of him. And then, you know, that's some pretty endgame gear, at least a little bit, right? So, I don't know what this means. Like, should we be building Roxam? I don't think so. Like, I would have, don't get me wrong, I would love a blessing on him. I tried, you know, but I'm gonna say he's usable, but I don't know if I would say he's gonna be good. because he should have put out more damage here, especially with his multipliers. So let me know if there's something you think I'm missing about this. Did you enjoy the Roxam saga? +4 Roxam just for you guys. And hopefully you did enjoy it. Let me know what you think in the comments below. And I'll see you in the next video. So, that's all I got. I don't know what else to say.